Very good morning, dear guys. Today we are going to continue the same topic, that is determiners. In our last one class, we have seen, or actually we have started dealing with the quantitative determiners, and in that part we have seen the uses of all, both, and whole, as well as we have seen the difference between the uses of them. Dear guys, today we are going to see the next group of that quantitative determiners, and that is no, any, and some. No, any, and some. Okay, next one group of quantitative determiners. Okay, next group. So here in this we are going to see the difference between the uses of no, any, and some. Okay, so first of all you must know that no and any, no and any are used in negative sentences. Yes, are used in negative and interrogative sentences, Okay, no and any are used in negative and interrogative sentences. Okay, while some is generally used in positive sentences. Okay, no and any are generally used in negative and interrogative sentences, while some is used in positive sentences. Okay, but first of all let's see the difference between the use of no and any, as the both are used in negative and interrogative sentences. Okay, in negative sentences, look at there the difference. Look at there the difference with examples. Okay, let's see the use of no. First of all, there is no sugar in the pot. There is no sugar in the pot. Look at there, here this is negative sentence. Okay, and here it is used, means here the verb is in positive. Okay, but the same sentence if you want to say with any, so you will say like this: there is not any sugar in the pot. There is not any sugar in the pot. So look at there the difference between the use of any and no. Okay, because such sentences will ask in examination for either error correction or gap filling. So you must know if there is negative verb isn't or is not. So if there is not or isn't, you cannot use there no, but there is only. That means here I am talking about the helping verb. If helping verb is without not, so no. If it is with, if the helping verb is it not, then there is any. So look at there the difference. You cannot say like this: there is not no sugar. This will be wrong. It will be wrong. Okay. Another you can hear: there is any sugar in the pot. So again it will be wrong. It will be wrong. If you say there is any sugar, wrong. There is not no sugar, wrong. Okay, you cannot say like this. Double negative cannot be there with no. With no, double negative cannot be there. And here in any, in any, actually any has a negative sense, and that's why, but here this would be there. Is not, has not, he has not any money with him, and with no, he has no money with him. So this is the difference between the use of no and any. Okay, let's see another example again. There is no truth. Second one example. There is no truth in what you say. There is no truth in what you say. There is no truth. There is no truth in what you say. Getting the difference between the use of no and any. Here again, is, only is, there is not a negative word with it. So in that case you have to use no. Second one again, look at that like this. There isn't any truth. There isn't any truth. There isn't any truth in what you say. In what you say. So understand the difference between the use of any and no. Just that is of this one. Is and isn't. So if you find, or if the gap filling is there or error correction, and if you are finding this odd combination, so do correct it, rectify it with the correct their combination, correct the combination. Okay, so it is like isn't any, hasn't any, okay, wasn't any, like that. And there is no, has no, was no, like this. Okay, so this is the correct combination of no and any. Okay, so do understand the difference between the use of no and any. Okay, while as I told you, some is generally used. Some is generally used in positive sentences. In positive sentences. Okay, generally in positive sentences. So here the same sentences we can write here. There is some truth. There is some truth in what you say. In what you say. There is some truth in what you say. There is some truth in what you say, in positive way, in positive sense. You can write like this. Okay, another thing again you can say, there is some sugar. There is some sugar in the pot. Yes, again, there is some sugar in the pot. So in a positive way we can write some. Okay, in positive sentences we can write some. In negative sentences we can write no or any. But the difference between the use of no and any we have seen. No and any we have seen. Yes, and what is the difference? Helping verb plus not, then there is any. Helping verb without any negative word, then no. Yes, understood? So this is the basic difference between the use of an means no and any. No और any के use के बीच का difference वही है कि helping verb के साथ not है तो any, helping verb के साथ not नहीं है, so then no. Okay, as we have seen that example. Again, some examples we can see. Okay, that is I didn't buy. I didn't buy any gift for you. Okay, I didn't buy. Look at the again, didn't, negative. So there is any. I didn't buy any gift for you, or anything for you, you can say. Simply, instead of gift, you can say, I didn't buy anything for you. Anything. Any. Yes? Anything. So here you should understand, or if you want to say this sentence with no, so then I did or I bought. Simply you can say did not did buy equals to bought. Okay, I bought no or nothing, you can say. No gift or nothing for you. For you. I bought nothing. Nothing for you. No. Yes, so this is what I want to tell you, the difference between the use of any and no. Or simply again you can write like this, as we have written the gift. I didn't buy any gift for you. So saying here, I bought no gift for you. No gift for you. Yes, so this is the basic difference between the use of any and no. Same in positive way, you can say like this. I bought some gifts for you. I bought some gifts for you, in positive way. Or again, I bought something for you. I bought something for you. Instead of gift, you can write down it's thing also. I bought something. Okay, I bought something for you. So this is what the difference between the use of any, no and some, and I hope you got it. Okay, in negative, any. In positive, no, means helping verb is without any negative word. Okay, then some, generally in positive sentences. Understood? Still, besides this, there are again some uses of any and some. So let's see. Do write first in your copy, then we will see the next uses of any and some. Okay, so now look at there, the another one use of some. Okay, so now let's see some. Okay, some is used in affirmative sentences. Okay, in affirmative sentences. In affirmative sentences, as I told you just now. Okay, for example, please give me some books. Please give me some books. Please give me some books. In positive sentence, affirmative sentence. Yes, so some can be used, or some is used in positive sentences. Okay, as well as another thing is there, some can be used before any, either it is countable or uncountable noun. It doesn't matter whether it is countable or uncountable noun. Okay, but the one difference I would like to tell you, that about the use of some and countable and uncountable nouns. Okay, that is, look at there, here as we have written some here, so books, it is in plural number. Why? Because it is countable noun, and as we know, if there is countable noun in plural, it carries yes or yes. Okay, that we have already studied in class or in grade 4 or 5. Okay, when we were in grade 4 or 5, that time we have seen the singular number and plural number of countable and uncountable nouns. Okay, so adding s or es, we can make countable nouns, or we can change from singular number to plural number. So here with countable nouns s, and if it is uncountable noun like milk, yes, uncountable noun milk, so same again you can say here, please give me some milk. Please give me some milk. Uncountable noun. Some. Yes, means whether it is countable or uncountable noun, it doesn't matter. Some can be used with both, but in positive sentences, in affirmative sentences. Okay, got it? And again, as well as we can use some in interrogative sentence also in some cases. Okay, in some cases means while making request, okay, while making request in interrogative sentences you can use some. Okay, but that interrogative sentence would be negative interrogative sentence. Okay, some can be used in negative interrogative sentences. Look at there, negative interrogative sentence. Okay, negative interrogative sentences. Negative interrogative, like look at there, won't you give me some more advices. Won't you give me some more advices? So look at there, some can be used, but here look at there, negative interrogative, making request. Okay, making request. So here while making request in the negative interrogative sentence, some can be used there in negative too, but that is negative interrogative. So these are the uses of some in positive sentences. Second one is in negative interrogative sentences, making request. Okay, so these are the uses of some. Now let's see the uses of any. Okay, so in the uses of any you will see, we have already seen that the any is used in negative sentences, and we have seen the examples. Yes, we have seen the examples. For example, she hasn't any pain with her. She hasn't any pain with her. Look at that, hasn't, has not. In negative sentences, as I told you, in negative sentences we use any. Okay, so again another sentence, look at there, she didn't or he didn't have any spare car. Okay, he didn't have any spare car, as I told you, not and then any. Okay, the difference I told you in the use of no and any. If you want to say this sentence with no, if you want to say these both sentences with no, so how would they be? How? They would be like, she has no pain with her, he had no spare car. Okay, like this. Understood the difference between the use of any and no? And this is the first one, use of any in the negative sentences. Second one, look at there, we can use any in interrogative sentence also. In interrogative sentences. Okay, second one, use of any in interrogative sentences. in interrogative sentences. Okay, in interrogative sentences, look at the use, how it would be. So it is like, is there any news? Is there any news? Look at that. Is there any news? In that sense, you can use any in interrogative sentences. Or again, do you have any letter? Any letter for me? Do you have any letter for me? In interrogative sentence, and that interrogative sentence would be affirmative, positive interrogative sentence. Yes, and in some we have seen negative interrogative sentence. Some. In positive interrogative sentence, any. Positive interrogative, look at there, you can mention here positive interrogative sentence, okay, with any. Okay, or in positive interrogative sentences we use any in positive interrogative sentence. Okay, another example we can see, didn't you lend him or have you lent him any bag, or any bag we can say. Okay, have you lent him any bag? Okay, or again you can say in negative interrogative also. Okay, in negative interrogative also you can use any. Didn't you have given him any book? Didn't you have given him, or didn't you have given him any book? Okay, are you getting me the example? Okay, didn't you lend him any book? Simply we can say, didn't you lend him any book? Didn't you lend him any book? Look at there, I am repeating the sentence. In negative interrogative also you can use, any, but mostly in positive. Okay, are you getting me? Dear guys, look at there with negative sentence, didn't you lend him any book? Okay, so look at there, negative, any. So in both negative and positive you can use any. So this way, this is about any. Again look at there, another use of any, and that is with scarcely, rarely, hardly. Look at the another use with scarcely. Okay, another use with scarcely. Okay, after hardly, scarcely and barely. Okay, so this is very important one with regarding the use of any. Okay, after hardly, okay, barely and scarcely. Okay, and scarcely. We use any after hardly, barely and scarcely. Okay, we use any. And why do we use any after hardly, barely and scarcely? Because these three words have negative meaning. And that's why they carry with them any. Okay, or you can use any with them. Okay, just look at there some examples. Okay, so For example, look at there is hardly that we have seen, there is hardly any milk. There is hardly any milk in the bottle. Okay, there is hardly any milk in the bottle. So with hardly, any, hardly, barely, scarcely. Why? Because these three words carry negative meaning. These three words carry negative meaning, and that's why they carry with them any, or we can use any after them. Okay, another sentence again you can see, there are scarcely any flowers. Look at them. There are scarcely any flower in the garden. There are scarcely any flowers in the garden. Okay, there are scarcely any flowers. Okay, any flowers. Look at there. So here with scarcely we can use any. So same there, as I told you, hardly, scarcely and barely. These three words can carry with them any. Okay, I could barely see anything. Okay, third sentence, I could barely see anything. So look at there, with barely, anything, any is there. So this is what the use of any with barely, scarcely and hardly. Okay, so there is again another use of any. Okay, so did you understand this with the words hardly, barely and scarcely? After that, in conditional sentences, with if in conditional sentence. So as I told you, in conditional clauses or conditional sentences, we use any. Okay, look at the next one, use conditional. Okay, conditional clauses of if, और simply you can say in if clauses में भी हम any का use कर सकते हैं, but that must be conditional. Okay, same, look at the examples we will see. Come to me if you have any problem. Okay, so look at there, come to me if you have any problem. condition, अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम है तो ही आना. So in conditional sentences, yes, in conditional sentences or in conditional clauses, we use any. Okay, in conditional clauses. Again another sentence we can say, consult your doctor in case if you are not, or in case of any difficulty. Okay, in case of any difficulty. Again there, conditional. Okay, if there is any condition, you can use if that word that we use in conditional clauses. So with that you can use any. Okay, if you have any doubt, come to me. If you have any problem, come to me. If you are not well, or in case of any problem, or in case of any difficult situation, consult me, consult doctor, or whatever, okay, you want to say. So in conditional clauses, we use any, okay, or we can use any. Got it? Okay, the now last one use of any we are going to see now. The last one use of any. So that is if you are in doubt, wonder or surprise, so in that case again we can use any. Okay, in case of doubt, I you can say that I don't think there is any oil in the lamp. Okay, means here doubt. If you have any doubt, in that case, okay, you can say like this, if there is any doubt, okay, if there is any doubt, any can be used, okay, if there is any doubt. So in the case of doubt, अगर doubt वाले भी cases है, so in that cases too you can use any, So let's see examples. Okay, example, I don't think that there is any oil in the lamp. So look at there, I don't think that it is actually talking about doubt. I don't think that there is any oil. Doubt. For the doubt, if you have any doubt or in case you have doubt, you can use any in that sentence. Okay, another sentence you can say, I wonder that he had or he has any money. He has any money with him now. I wonder means actually it is about doubt, surprise, wonder. So in these cases, or again another you can say, I doubt whether I would have I would have any buyer. I doubt. So with the doubt, if in the case of doubt, you can use any. You can use any. Okay, I wonder that he has any money. I doubt whether he had buyers, any buyers. Okay, so this way with doubt, surprise or wonder, you can use any, but this way. Okay, so these are the uses of no, any and some. So here this subtopic of quantitative determiners, the uses of no, any and some is completed. Okay, the use of. Okay, now in the next class we will see some more quantitative determiners and their uses. Okay guys, so bye bye, see you soon in our next video lecture. Keep watching my videos and enjoy the classes. Bye bye.